Okay, so I don't have anything written down. I just want to start with my testimony. I grew up in an atheist household. I took courses in college that would teach about atheism, and I was very excited about it, and I thought I very pridefully was very much smarter than people who I used to call uneducated who were religious. I used to scoff at them. I used to say that people who believed in God were just because they weren't smart enough to believe in science, when I know that that is not the truth. I was a die-hard Darwin evolution believer until when I was pregnant. My husband and I went to the doctor and they told me they could find out the gender earlier than 20 weeks at the sonogram, and it was a blood test, and I was like, of course, just stick me, I want to know right now. So they called me over the phone and they told me, your baby has trisomy 13 and we suggest you have an abortion. And I said, what is trisomy 13? I have no idea what that is. And they said, oh, by the way, it's a girl. So I, of course, was very scared and believed the doctors, because at that time in my life, I thought that doctors were on this pedestal, like a godlike figure, which I didn't even believe in. And so I called my husband and I told him, I called my sister and told her, and they said I could get an amniocentesis, which has a huge miscarriage rate. And so I was very much considering getting an abortion because I was selfishly scared of what was going to happen inside of me. And we ended up going to genetic counselors, and the percentage was very small that she was diagnosed with trisomy 13, which clearly she does not. But they wanted me to have an abortion based off of that, and I am so grateful that I did not. I was labeled a high-risk pregnancy throughout that whole time, and I had the whole NICU team in the room with me at Stony Brook because they were unsure that she was okay and healthy.
Praise the Lord!
But we didn't know until she came out that she was healthy, so they wouldn't rule it out with the multiple sonograms I had to get. So when she did come out, we were so thankful that she was healthy. And what ended up happening was, when I called my husband, he said, listen, I know you don't believe in God, but I just want to pray. And so we prayed, and I prayed to him, and I said, if you are real, and if she comes out healthy, and if she is safe, then I will start going to church. And that will be my confirmation of believing. And so she came out healthy, and then I thought, because I have the Italian background, that Catholic was the way to go, that's the right way. So I went to a Catholic church. I had no idea how to open a Bible. I had no idea there were two testaments. I had no idea anyone in the Bible. And so it wasn't until Caitlin and her husband Tom told me that they were praying for me, and I started crying at their house because no one had ever said something like that to me. And Kim and Mauricio had messaged me and said, why don't you come to Bible study? And I said, okay. And I haven't turned back since. I am so thankful that I have every one of you in my lives, because you are all such a big part of my walk. And
God is good.
I just thank God for each of you, and I thank God so much for my daughter being healthy.
Amen.
And for sternly correcting my wrong views of thinking that evolution was the truth and that doctors were this great and powerful entity, when I know that they're not, but that everything that is good comes from the Lord, and that it's all in His timing and in His will. And I, in my prayers, am always praying that He constantly will fulfill His will in me and everyone else. And I also pray for a conviction of my heart, so I don't have a hardened heart like we do read, because we see the consequences of that. I just want to say thank you and that I love each of you, and I'm very happy to be here, and that I cannot wait to be baptized and be a new creation, because we all know that we all need this.
Amen. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.